Don't look at your grain markets today. Nope. Don't look at them. Don't even pull them up. Don't even go there. We're rolling over here this morning on your corn market, your bean market, after the post WASD dud kick the can event. Got some headlines here. Another solo day, missing my buddy Connor B, but he's going to be back tomorrow, and I can't wait for it. Also, getting ready for our bull sale this week. Huck family, Stegman family, the Huck Stegman Angus bull sale is Friday. So going to be distracted later in the week, but focusing on your grain markets and these markets here this morning. So let's run through the headlines here, or let's go to your markets first, then we'll roll through your headlines. Looking over at May corn, down 8 1/4 cents, 462 on May corn. New crop D's corn down 5 3/4 at 448 3/4. May beans down 10 cents, 10.01 1/2. Hanging on to that $10 handle. Yikes. Don't like testing that thing. New crop beans down 8 3/4, 10.06 3/4. Oil's a little bit weaker. Meal is a little bit weaker. Wheat is weaker. May KC wheat down 2 cents at 570. New crop July KC wheat down 1.5 pennies at 584. Looking over at Chicago wheat down 3 cents, 553 3/4. Hey, we got a winner here. Feeder cattle up $1.90 on your April contract, 279.60 up on your deferreds as well. We got 283.55 out there in the September. We'll talk about LRP later in the show. Livestock Risk Protection. You need to talk to us if you haven't done it. If you're not familiar with it, we'll teach you all about it, and we'll teach you our strategy for managing it going forward. Fat cattle up $1. April fat's $2.60, and your lean hog market up a little bit as well, 42.5 points firmer in your May hogs, 96.5. Looking out July hogs, 99.97. Hog market been everywhere, all over the place. Crude oil is a little firmer, up $1. Diesel's up 1 3/4. Nat gas down 27 points. Holy mackerel! Nat gas selling off. Dow down 165. S&P up 20, and the Nasdaq up 200 points. Russell up 2.5. Bitcoin down 885. 82,000 on your Bitcoin. Gold's up a penny. Silver's up 30 points at 33.19. U.S. dollar firmer as well here. Bonds a little lower. So cotton's up 260 points. All right, let's roll through some headlines here. Solo show. So I just got to feel I can't have dead air. I got to talk the whole time. The whole time I got to talk. But so might be some rambling. Anyway, what's caught my eye? This is a great section from ATI Research. You get it in the Pro Media morning email, and you get it if you're a customer of a premium customer or an advanced trading customer. But what's caught my eye, the USDA made several downward reductions in Chinese grain imports this month, with a sizable year-to-year impact on world trade. Wheat imports reduced 1.5 million metric tons to 6.5. Corn and milo imports were both cut 2 million metric tons to 8 and 4.5 respectively. And the three commodity total is now at 19 million metric tons, down 26, or almost 60% from the 23-24 45.5 total. Obviously some major implications on trade flows and ocean freight cost happening there. So interesting insight from the boys at ATI Research. I love this section of the wire that they put out. Always some insightful information here that you don't hear everywhere else. So good stuff there. Not good headline, but good stuff there. So China demand, big factor in your markets moving forward. And we can talk about everything else. We could talk about weather. We can talk about cost of production. But if demand is unstable or not there, that impacts where these markets need to go. So love to see a trade agreement, love to see a phase 2 type of deal that would bring China to the table, to the U.S. in a big way. That'd be a bailout for your farmers going forward. We'll see if it can ever happen here. Also had some Stats Canada stuff out this morning. Looks like Canadian farmers going to plant more wheat in 25, up 2.6% versus a year ago. So wheat is the winner in Canada. Looked like your specialty grains, there wasn't, a standout loser. Looking at the planting numbers that they threw out this morning, didn't see a significant standout loser. Looks like canola may be losing some acres. That's probably the biggest one. And then some of your specialty type, rye, those types of things, lentils, some of those things out there that rye was actually up, but lentils were down a little bit as well. So lentils and canola, maybe the losers are contributing to some more wheat acres in Canada. That's what they printed. We'll see what actually happens here. Other headline we got to roll through here is Ukraine, Russia headline. 30-day ceasefire on the table. Ukraine agreed to it. We're pending Russian acceptance. We'll see if things simmer down there and we can get a little more stability in that region. I don't know if that's good or bad for what's going on. I've heard mixed opinions. Selling wheat to fund the war on Russia. Does that mean they don't have to fire sale their wheat and they quit flooding the market with wheat? That's a bullish angle. You have a ceasefire deal. Does that mean that more grain's going to be more easily accessible to other importing countries there? Is that the bearish argument? So a couple different takes a person could have on what this means. But regardless, I think stability in the region is a little is a good thing for the people, and definitely maybe provides a little less volatility in your markets if it's actually true. These headlines can come and they can go. We all know that. Speaking of headlines, we got weather in your markets. That's going to be, front and center here. South America, 52% of Brazil's safrinha corn crop has had under half of normal precip. Is drier than normal the past 30 days. Has helped with the planting progress down there and get us caught up. But getting the crop in the field is great. We just got to now we're at that point where we got to get some moisture. So watching weather going forward. There's also been some drought stuff regarding U.S. weather. So we're entering that time of year, and sometimes when other headlines dry up, we start to look for the weather headlines, and that's one that's going to be on the horizon here. So pay attention to those headlines, and we'll need some moisture to grow a crop. It's one thing to get it in the ground, but we got to grow it. We got to have some moisture there. So watch South America weather. Got to watch U.S. hard red winter wheat country too. We're dry out here the last 3 months. 52% of U.S. hard red wheat acres drier than normal the last 90 days. We're going to get a drought monitor update tomorrow. Connor's going to be back, and I'm going to tell Connor I promised that he would show some updates on the drought monitor, and so he's obligated to do that now. EIA, we got the ethanol print's going to be out here at 9:30 here in 20 minutes. Ethanol's been a shining star in your corn market. We will see if the run rates continue to be hot, which is I anticipate that we'll have a billion bushel plus run rate, billion barrel per day, 1 million barrel. Yeah, we're gonna have good run rates here last week. We'll also be watching the stocks. Are we building stocks? That big ethanol stocks inventory number. What do we get there? So 9:30 a.m. going to have some ethanol numbers out for you as well. Had some inflation data here this morning. Beat expectations, cooled a little bit in February, but that's really kind of taken a back burner when we look at just the tariff talk and the geopolitical trade policy and the uncertainty ahead. But the inflation data that we got this morning was good. It typically runs a little lighter, lower than what the Fed's preferred gauge for inflation is. But nonetheless, it was a positive print, cool to 2.8% in February. And we'll see as we get more data implications going forward. But your interest rate type of stuff has certainly been moving, and pay attention to those. If you need to go, might want to shop around. If you're looking for something to do, go check in on some interest rates, refi type deals on what you can be doing going forward here. So pay attention to that. Onward here. We continue the march onward through your headlines. 10 minutes in to your show. Thanks for joining us today. I love having you all here. We got 75 people watching live now. 10 minutes in, those are like 20-minute numbers. The longer you go, the more people you pick up, it seems like. But thanks for joining me today here. On your cattle markets, the cutout. We got a winner here, and your cattle markets are winning. The cutout firmed yesterday up 362 to 321.20. It's the largest one-day increase since February 3rd. The cutouts gained 3.4% over the past 8 days, and we're back to the highest level since February. So this is good to see. It's all a balancing act. The packer kills too many, they can crush the cutout. The packer backs off on kills, you can get a little demand kick up there and push that demand higher. Other proteins are supporting your beef complex. That's been a huge factor going forward and will be something to watch. What's chicken doing? What's pork doing? What are eggs doing? If you got to buy protein somewhere, we got to have it as human beings. And beef is a great high quality protein that we need. LRP, We got great values out there in your feeder cattle markets. LRP is a great tool. You need to look at it. You need to be looking at it today. I don't care who you buy it from. You can buy it from me. You can buy it from us. You can buy it anywhere, but you need to be looking at it. The great thing about doing it in-house with ATI is we know where you're at, and we can help you manage that LRP floor as the market moves. So we get a big market continues to go higher. We can use some options positions to raise that floor and protect more dollars. Market sells off for some unexpected reason, and maybe it's wrong. Maybe it's wrong. We saw this last year in July. The market sold off significantly from 250. We were 270, 260, 250, and then we cratered from 250 in July down to a low in October around 230. And we were able to go in and use some options positions to go hedge and protect that LRP premium and embrace volatility rather than be a victim of it. If you want to learn how to do that, hit us up, call us, talk to us. You can, we'll teach you what we know here. So that's really the show here. I'm going to see if we have some comments there. Nathan Russ, pull that comment in. Can't wait to see what Connor demands you to do when you take off on Friday. Yeah, what comes around goes around. Russ Farms. That's a great comment. I got to be careful what I make Connor do because, but I'm going to live stream from the bull sale. I'm going to live stream from the bull sale 9 o'clock. I'm going to be there. That's the plan. So Connor and I will both be on Friday. So I'm going to be careful with that, and we'll give you some live shot of the bulls before the bull sale on Friday. So fun week here. Don't look at your grain markets today, but this is an example of it can give it all back pretty quickly. There's a lot of moving pieces out there. Trade, geopolitics are one thing, weather's another, and stay nimble, stay quick, and we'll get out of here. Appreciate you joining me. We'll be back tomorrow. Connor B will be in the building. Thank you all. You guys have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow.